Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Badgers offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Van Dyke. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He'll try to pop the draw. Nice move to keep moving. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly complete.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves them needing a yard here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Raiola. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. That's caught. It's Williams. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. And they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Comes out throwing on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. They're bringing heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Hand off from the shotgun. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Huskers decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on third down. Swings it out to the flat. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. He's going to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Raiola. He finds his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This offense has a 2nd down play. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fedot. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Wisconsin 3, Nebraska 0.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another